you recognize very quickly that there's a lot of barriers in their life. So we get a lot of kids who have a difficult relationship with their parents, or difficult relationship with the boyfriend, lots of assault victims, lots of girls who've experienced molestation and sexual assault or physical abuse. And so almost every single girl that comes to our office is wounded in some way. And so I think that has something to do with the situation that they're in. Usually there's that the initial woundedness, and then what do I do with it? But no one's around to help them work through those knots, right? And so when a young lady comes in, usually it's a conversation of so what are your plans? And there's usually this moment of loss and there's grief. Because she's in this situation and she feels like no one's stuck around to help her. We just want to help her find the best possible outcome to an incredibly difficult situation. And so we try to spend time listening to her and just kind of familiarize ourselves with her home life, her situation. We just try to help her in the way that we can. And a lot of that is grief recovery work. All right, and then my office is at the end of the hallway. When a client would come in, usually I greet them, they're nervous, and so they'll come and have a seat. And I'll try to sit opposite of them and just kind of ask them, what's going on? So why are you here? We get the really tough situations where the kids are going home and they're taking a lasagna from the freezer, they're putting it in the oven, they're eating by themselves, they're going to bed at night by themselves, they're alone and they're lonely. Our center, we offer free pregnancy tests, so it would be at this point, if they're not sure if they're pregnant or not, that I would give them the test and they would go to the bathroom, and I can show you what that would look like. So maybe we are going to have a shot of the bathroom. Sure. So there is actually a lot of intention to having a nice bathroom, because this is kind of a moment where she's going to take her pregnancy test and wait for the outcome, which is the longest 3 minutes of the whole time that I see a client. It's waiting for that test result. And so we wait, and I will try to ask trivial questions just while we're waiting, just to try and speed up those 3 minutes. And I usually have a timer going, and then when the timer goes off, I say, well, are you ready for this? And she'll say no. And I'll grab it, and I will tell her whether it's positive or negative. And usually either way, whatever the result is, there's a lot of tears.
What do you need? What does the West Yellowhead Pregnancy Care Center need the most right now?
Well, I always feel bad being money, but it's true. So in Edson right now, what's happening is, Edson and Hinton, I keep getting wind of all of these nonprofit organizations that are folding. And so you have all of these organizations that had a focus on youth, and they're closing down in some way, or they just had a focus on helping marginalized people. And this is consistent in Hinton and in Edson, where COVID has really affected the finances, and so these organizations are just dropping. And so I'm sitting there and I'm just oh my goodness, how much time do we have, right? Yeah. I mean, we do help clients a lot with diapers and wipes and formula, but it's the counseling proponent that's really hard to put a dollar value to. Those clients coming in where it's we do have videos that we're able to send them on prenatal care and infant hygiene, which is really helpful. But at the base level, what gets them into the office is that they need to talk to somebody about how to have hard conversations, or how they're not sleeping at night, or how overworked they are. And counseling is really something only afforded to the wealthy. Marginalized teenagers aren't going to pay $200 an hour.
I feel so passionate about that, and I was okay, well, it's nice that we can raise a little bit of money for the West Yellowhead Pregnancy Care Center, but then I felt no, I want to be able to do more. I would like to be able to, give you guys more finances, resources, so that you can continue to do your work, and then hopefully even step it up more. So because you told me the other day when we were chatting, you said you've never seen so many, you're getting this huge demand, and yet because of the economy and stuff, you're getting way less giving. So it's you need this much and you have this much. So you can't help the people the way you want to help them. Yeah. And I feel man, if I can help in some way, And if people that come to Power Fitness can see that, you know what, we are here for a greater good. Like, yes, we're here to get fit and healthy, and that's nice. But for me, it's always been deeper than that. It's always more than just, oh, let's get strong and healthy. It's like, let's get strong and healthy so that we're doing good, but then let's help other people. And who better to help, in my mind, than these young women that don't feel wanted, that, you know, have all these issues that they need to deal with.
I love that you're an advocate for health, and so I find that my organization and your company are very complementary.
Yeah, and I feel honored and privileged and really excited to be doing this and to be able to partner and to be able to say, guys, you know, Power Fitness members, like, we are all on this together. We are all going to help, and we're all going to, like, band together and support the Pregnancy Care Center.
So nice. Thank you so much. That's awesome.